3 kilonewton plus 2 into 1 equal to 5 kilonewton. You are familiar at A point equal to 1.5 kilonewton. Shear force now at C point, because in between no force, so 1.5 minus 3, this is minus 1.5 kilonewton. Shear force at D point, again minus 1.5 kilonewton, because there is no any force. Shear force at D point minus 1.5 plus 3.5, this is equal to 2 kilonewton. Right? So here we will calculate at B point left hand side equal to, because minus 1.5 minus 2 into 0.5 minus 2.5 kilonewton, and shear force at B right hand side equal to minus 2.5 plus 3.5, 1 kilonewton, and shear force at E point equal to 1 kilonewton, and that is 2 minus 0.5, 0. So that's why your shear force diagram, A point, B point, E point, C point, D point. 1 meter, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Shear force at A 1.5 kilonewton. Up to C 1.5. Again this is 1.5 kilonewton. Up to D point constant, because there is no any force. Again this is downward, it's 2.5 kilonewton. Next, this is 1 kilonewton. This is your shear force diagram. Try to understand this. So at C point you will get maximum bending moment. So no necessary to find out, because this C point is the now midpoint. Right? So that's why bending moment calculations. Bending moment end points, so that's why at A point equal to 0. Second point, bending moment at C equal to, this is 1.5 kilonewton and multiplied by distance equal to 1. So that's why this is 1.5 kilonewton meter, and this is clockwise. Bending moment at C point. Next, bending moment at D point. Now force, this is moment clockwise and this is anti-clockwise. Only two moments. One is clockwise, 1.5 multiplied by 1 plus distance 0.5, and this anti-clockwise moment 3 into 0.5. 1.5, this is 2.25 minus 1.5, 0.75 kilonewton meter. Next point, bending moment at B point. Again this 0.1, 0.5 distance increase. So that's why I increased 0.5 distance, and this 3 kilonewton, 0.5, and this uniform distributed load 2 kilonewton, this distance multiplied by 0.5 shear force, and center of gravity, it's located half of its distance. That's why 0.5 divided by 2. At C point. So this is 1.5 kilonewton meter. 1.5, this is 3 minus 3 minus 2 into 0.5 square divided by 2. 0.25. Right. So that's why bending moment diagram equal to A point at C point, C, D, B, E. At C point 1.5 kilonewton. Suppose this is 1.5 kilonewton meter. At D point 0.75. 75 kilonewton meter. At B point 0.25 kilonewton meter. So that's why this is straight line. This is also straight line up to D point. From D point, because this is uniform distributed load, so that's why this is parabolic type. And after that, so this is sagging and hogging. So this distance equal to, now this point is the, suppose this is P, point of contraflexure. Distance equal to, so this distance P point, and this is B point, 2 kilonewton per meter. This distance 0.5, and this is RB. Suppose this distance equal to Y. This distance equal to Y, So that's why anti-clockwise movement RB into Y equal to 2 kilonewton multiplied by Y plus 0.5 bracket. So this is shear force, and Y of 0.5 divided by 2, right? Right. So RB equal to 3.5 multiplied by Y, and this is 2Y plus 1, sorry, and this 2 will get cancelled, 2 will get cancelled, and this is Y square plus 2 into 0.5 multiplied by Y plus 0.25. So that's why Y square minus 2.5Y plus 0.25 equal to 0, Y equal to. Zero 0.1 meters. So this point of contraflex is located 0.1 meters from the B point. So due to limitations of the times, today I stop here, and again in the next class I will take some of the problems related with the point of contraflexes. Thank you.